Good evening, everybody. I'm Social Meteorologist Bob Clubs, ready to take your order. Now, I'm here to talk to you about Winter Storm Freeze, just to give you an idea of some of the different things that we're looking at for the system that's going to be coming through this weekend. Now, this all started this morning as I'm here on my last day of Christmas break, just enjoying my coffee and my Nutella toast. Don't judge. And reading some text from the National Weather Service, and all of a sudden they're using words like insane Arctic cold. And they're not usually ones to blow things out of proportion, so it really made me stop and take notice. And so Winter Storm Freeze has been named by the Department of Social Meteorology and is expected to come into play Saturday night into Sunday. And we're at a 1.5 gallon milk freakout with this storm. That may go up to 2 while we're talking. You may get freaked out even more, but we're just going to keep it at 1.5 gallons right now just to see how things go. I'm going to scroll through some different things here on the computer and let you see what we're looking at. First of all, we do have the naming of the storm, as I mentioned, Winter Storm Freeze, and he's coming into play on Saturday night into Sunday. Here's a look at the forecast loop. This is the NAM model. And I'll just talk you through it here real quick as it resets. We've got, again, this is if you watch the video this morning, what we're dealing with is we've got some cold air. This is that Arctic blast coming directly down from the Arctic, meeting up with some moisture from the south, and then that is bringing us that chance of snow and ice. Let me get down here to where we really need to look at here as that starts to form. Now, this model wants to start things out as rain. A lot of the forecast that I'm looking at, one of the issues with this is that it's not probably going to be as much rain as is indicated here on this system. It's probably going to fall mostly as snow, mostly due to if you've been outside, the air is cold. Now it does have a low pressure system that's going to bring some warm, moist air up from the south that will warm things a little bit, but a lot of the information that I'm looking at sees this more as a snow event. Big question for everybody, of course, is how much snow are we talking about here? Well, let's take a look. This is from the Weather Prediction Center, some of their model analysis, and this is looking at the probability for accumulations of 1 inch of snow by the time this is all over with. And basically, what you can see here for the majority of the fake weather viewing area, yeah, we're probably going to get an accumulation of 1 inch of snow. This has us at about an 80% chance of accumulating 1 inch of snow by the time this is over with. Down in the boot heel, the chances are a little bit less, but just about everything that I'm looking at is indicating that most of Missouri is going to see some snowfall from this event. If we kick the total up to 2 inches, you really start to see where right now the models want to put the heaviest bands of snow. They want to have it from a line, from Fredericktown, Farmington up through Mount Vernon. You folks right here, right now, are under the gun in terms of the models and what they are showing with this particular winter storm freeze as it comes through. We can take it up even more. We can take it up to 4 inches. And again, you see well, we may get that too. Here in the Cape Jackson area, that's putting us right between about a 50-60% chance of accumulating 4 inches of snow with this system. If we kick it up to 6 inches, again, you are seeing here where the models want to put that heaviest band. So you folks from about Festus down to Perryville, over to Farmington, Fredericktown, you guys are where the models want to put that heaviest band. So this is chances of 6 inches. That takes the chances down here in Jackson to between 30 and 40%. We can even take it up to 8 inches, probabilities of 8 inches. Again, it's there, but it decreases. I can take it up to a foot of snow, and yes, there is between right now a 1 to 5% chance, according to these models, that we could accumulate greater than 12 inches of snow. Winter storm freeze is coming. The reason that you're not hearing a lot of people talk about snowfall possibilities just yet is it's really early to start talking about numbers, and a lot of the main media outlets aren't talking about that. Uh, Uncle Bob over on the TV. We don't like to say the K word here on Facebook weather. He had us at about 3 inches. I think that they're playing things a little bit conservative on television right now. But the National Weather Service is not being as conservative with this system. Winter storm freeze for them, they are more concerned about the cold air, and I think that that's probably what we should be concerned about too. We get really freaked out about snow and we want to go get our milk and bread and whatnot, but this particular time, I think that the biggest danger with this storm is going to be the cold air. Monday morning, it's going to be very, very cold. And if we get more snow, then those cold temperatures will be increased even more. So we'll really have to see what happens with the snowfall amounts, with the wind amounts. Will we start the wind chill in there? Also, if we get that wind blowing and combined with snow, we could be looking at blizzard conditions. My guess right now is that we're going to see the National Weather Service after they get a couple more model runs and they start to see how things pan out, and if these models look consistent, we will probably see a winter storm watch issued, I would think, at some point tomorrow for the area. And then when we get into Saturday, for sure, they will have a better handle probably on where this thing is going to set up and where those heavier bands of snow are going to be. We are also seeing some people that are saying that it will not, be out of the question to see bands of, 6 to 10 inches, probably, wherever that band that I was showing you, wherever that ends up. Don't get too carried away about where it is right now. It could shift to the north or south, but there will be a banding strip probably that will see some fairly significant snow. And if you think about the temperatures, again, I keep coming back to the temperatures. Once we get to Saturday night and our temperature falls below freezing Saturday night, the thermometer is not going to crack the freezing mark again through at least Thursday. So whatever we do get is probably going to stick around. In conclusion, let me also let you know that we are seeing on the models a chance for another round of winter weather on Wednesday. Does that bump it up to a 2-gallon freakout? I think it does. I think I just bumped it up to a 2-gallon freakout. There is model indication that this will be followed up by another round of winter precipitation. We'll be looking at another potential winter storm on Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad you're with me here on Facebook Weather, here live in the Facebook Weather Studios, doing this screencast for you. Just wanted to share the information that I have at this point. Stay with me on Facebook. Send me your comments, your questions, and certainly when the storm kicks up, we are going to be counting on you for in the field reports, weather friends. Send us those photos and comments about what you're seeing with your current observations. We love to see those. If you use the Twitters, we are over there as well at Weather Clubs. Everything that's posted on Facebook gets automatically reposted over there on Twitter, but I also do the retweeting and pass on a little bit more information over there. It's a little bit easier to do. So if you use the Twitters, make sure you follow me there as well. Well, I think that that's about all I have to say for you right now about Winter Storm Freeze. Thank you very much for watching. I'm social meteorologist Bob Clubbs, watching the weather so you don't have to.